Do you ever catch yourself saying, "I'll do it later"? It's a casual phrase, a tiny escape valve in a busy day. But those three words are perhaps the most dangerous phrase in the human language, because those who don't respect time, no matter how smart, will one day pay a big price. This is a story for the talented dreamers who are standing still. It's about a young woman who was given a golden ticket to greatness, but almost lost it all to the quiet thief of procrastination. In a sun-drenched coastal town lived a girl named Elara. From the moment her small fingers first touched the keys of a piano, it was clear she was touched by genius. She didn't just play music, she spoke it. Her compositions, rich, complex, and deeply emotional, were hailed by her mentors as the voice of the next generation. She was the best student in her prestigious academy, and all her teachers praised her incredible talent. But Elara had a single, crippling flaw. She was a master of delay. She had a habit of spending hours lost in the endless scroll of digital feeds, chasing fleeting trends, and going out with friends instead of sitting at her piano. Her parents and her beloved music tutor, Maestro Silas, would tell her again and again, "Elara, time is your most precious instrument. If you waste it now, the regret will sound like a broken chord later." Elara would just laugh. "Oh, Maestro," she'd say, waving a dismissive hand. "I have plenty of time. I can compose that symphony later." The Academy's most prestigious event, the annual concert of first works, was approaching. This concert was her chance to debut her magnum opus, a piece that could launch her career onto the world stage. Instead of dedicating herself to the score, Elara chose the lure of the present moment. She had the confidence of a prodigy, thinking her sheer talent could overcome weeks of lost time. She waited until the final week before the deadline to begin, only to find the creative well dry and her mind panicked. The beautiful symphony that lived in her head wouldn't translate to the page. She submitted a hurried, incomplete, and ultimately disappointing piece. On the night of the concert, as the audience listened to her mediocre effort, the silence that followed was louder than any applause. Her teachers were deeply disappointed, and her fellow students, who had once looked up to her, started avoiding her, seeing her brilliance dimmed. She felt a deep, sickening lurch of failure, a feeling of being broken inside. "I used to be a genius," she thought to herself. "What happened to me?" Devastated, Elara sought out Maestro Silas. "Maestro, I don't understand," she whispered. "I'm intelligent. Why did I fail?" Maestro Silas looked at her with the deep, knowing sadness of a mentor who had watched potential fade. "My dear, your intelligence is not the problem," he said gently. "The problem is you didn't value your time. You tried to capture lightning in a bottle at the last second." "But Maestro, can't I just try again next year?" Elara pleaded. The maestro shook his head. "No, Elara. Time is not a resource you can put on reserve. It is like the water of a river. Once it flows away, it never, ever comes back." He then told her a story. Imagine a respected architect named Javier. He built his firm from the ground up through years of grueling work and discipline. But once his empire was secure and the wealth poured in, Javier stopped valuing the relentless march of time. He started sleeping late, delaying critical client meetings, and, instead of managing his projects, he spent his mornings scrolling through endless social media feeds. His lead structural engineer warned him, "Javier, you are wasting your most valuable asset. If you don't change your focus, your firm will crumble." Javier just laughed. "I have all the time in the world. I can work later," he'd boast. A few months later, his competitors, who had never taken a day for granted, moved ahead with innovative designs. The investors, seeing the slack, began pulling their money out. The employees, frustrated by his absence, lost all trust. Javier tried to fix it, but by then, the foundation had eroded. It was too late. He lost everything. Sitting alone in his emptied penthouse, he finally understood. He wasted the time, and he missed the chance to make things right. As the maestro spoke, a profound realization dawned on Elara. She didn't want the ghost of her unwritten symphony to haunt her empty future. She knew, right then, that she had to change, right now. Maestro Silas smiled at her earnest expression. "You've made the right decision, my dear. Talent is a gift, but discipline is the key that unlocks it. If you simply use your time properly, nothing can stop you." From that day forward, Elara changed her life. She set a rigid schedule, dramatically cut her screen time, and began focusing on her work seriously. Slowly, her compositions returned to their original brilliance, and soon she was the most lauded student in her class again. A few years later, Elara's first grand symphony premiered to a standing ovation, catapulting her to international fame. She became a world-renowned composer, and her disciplined life and success story inspired countless musicians. She would always remember the lesson, the sentence she carried in her heart. Time is the key to success. Once you lose it, you can never get it back. Don't let the promise of your future be stolen by the comfort of later. The time to build your masterpiece is not tomorrow. It is now. What are you going to stop delaying today?